Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is what are the secrets of unsafe food? To know how you can identify that your food is safe for your health or not, watch this video until end. And don't forget to subscribe my channel Food for All. Secrets of unsafe food. What are the secrets of unsafe food? To know which food is not good for your consumption and for your health. At the end, you will be able to answer these questions. How one can identify that his or her food is safe or unsafe, and what will be the costs of unsafe food, and what are the risks of unsafe food, and the fourth one is what are the causes of unsafe food, how our food becomes unsafe. To know that, watch video until end. First is what are the some indications how you can identify your food is safe or unsafe. There are some indications. If someone able to observe that, it means he is now able to identify his food is safe or not. Uh, our food becomes unsafe due to the many reasons like physical contamination, chemical contamination, as well as microbial contaminations. If any of the contamination occurs, mean our food becomes unsafe. So it's very difficult to identify that our food is safe or unsafe. Sometimes one can observe some indications. What are that indication? Let's see. Some indications are bad smell. If you feel bad smell in your food, it means your food is now not safe for consumption, not good for your health. And change in color. If your food has been changed the color, it means no, your food is not safe for the consumption. No, you have to discard it. If you use such food, if you eat such food, it may cause any illness, so you have to discard. And as well as bad taste, sometimes your food looks good but its uh, taste is bad, it means that food is not safe. Now you have to destroy it, waste it. Sometimes when someone observe mold sign on its food, like mold grow on the bread, in pickles, many times maybe you observe mold signs. If your food has any mold sign on any portion, it means no, your food is spoiled, you have to throw it. If you eat by removing the mold portion and remaining portion you eat, it may cause illness because some molds produce toxins, and if you eaten the poisonous portion, it may cause any illness. What are the illness we will discuss here? Blowns of the can. Sometimes you observe your food becomes blown if you put a food in a can or in a uh, pan in a room for a long time, and maybe after 1 day or 2 days you observe there is blown, and it means your food is now spoiled, you have to waste it, it's not safe for consumption. And sometimes you observe physical contamination, like any pest come into your food and die there, dead bodies of the pest. Such foods also are for unsafe for your health. If there is any physical thing like a stone, a glass of piece, it means it may cause any injury in your mouth, damage in your teeth, or any other damage in your body. If there is a pest body, it means it will not cause the injury, but it will cause illness, because every pest have a microorganism, pathogenic bacteria on its body. It may cause illness if you use such food, physical contaminated food. So what are the costs of unsafe food? If your food is unsafe, it means there is, if you consume such food, it means there is high risk of the illness. You have to save yourself, save your customers, save your neighbors by using safe food, producing safe food. Lost of the food. Obviously, if your food is unsafe, you have to throw it. And actually, when you are going to throw the food, it means you are throwing the money, wastage of the money, loss of the money. And the second thing is customer complain. If your food is unsafe, customer eat and get sickness, and he lost it money. Obviously they will complain. If they didn't eat and they observe their food is unsafe and they throw, it means they lost it, their money, and they will complain to the government, and government will take legal action against you if you are running a business. And maybe the legal action is the closure of the business, and finally your business becomes closed. So what you have to do, you have to do food with safety, handle with safety, produce safe food, handle food with uh, safety as much as you can. How you can make your food safe, we will learn in the next video. First, you know what will be the cost if your food is unsafe. The risk is high risk of the illness, loss of the food, loss of the money, customer complaints, legal action by the government, as well as finally the result will be the loss of the business. So now what are the risks from unsafe food? There are major two risks. One is illness and second one is injury. Non-disease mean injury. What are the illnesses in is one is food poisoning. Food poisoning is a illness due to consuming unsafe food. It's a short-term disease and it's a acute disease. You can treat it even at your home. Sometimes needs hospitalization, and very rarely it may cause death. So food poisoning is a disease caused by unsafe food. If you eat unsafe food. And second a risk is that foodborne illness. Yes, it's also an illness. It's disease. It's a long time disease. It's a chronic disease, mean it's severe disease. Its indications are very severe. What are the indications of food poisoning and what are the indications of foodborne illness? Inshallah, we will discuss in next video how you can identify, oh, you got the food poisoning due to eating unsafe food. Just here you should know what are the risks. First one is food poisoning, second one is foodborne illness, and third one is non-disease injury. The injury may be smaller or a bigger. It may be small or severe. You have to treat it. If you not properly treat on the time, it may cause any illness after some time. So be careful uh, in handling your food. uh, these are the major three risks from your unsafe food. First one is food poisoning, foodborne illness, and third one is non-disease injury, maybe like injury in your mouth, cut in your mouth, damage of your teeth, or cut in your throat, or damage in your intestine. These are the some injuries may you get from the unsafe food. What are the causes of unsafe food? When your food becomes unsafe, when uh, any unwanted thing come into your food, then your food becomes unsafe. What are the unwanted things? That may be any physical objects like hair, pest bodies, broken glass, stone, etc. Like uh, pins of the staplers, safety pins, button, uniform buttons, etc. Many types, many physical things, broken uh, pieces of the metal. That are the physical objects. They cause our food unsafe, and if you consume such food which have a physical contamination, that may cause the risk that is called injury. And the second unwanted thing is the chemicals. The chemicals may be cleaning compounds, we call that detergents, and maybe pesticides, maybe insecticides, maybe any medicine. If any chemical component, any chemical thing come into our food, every chemical is unwanted, and if any chemical come into our food, that make us our food unsafe. Sometimes we add by self some chemicals like food additives. We add in food by for enhancing the color, flavor, and taste. Sometimes we use uh, uh, food additives as a to increase the shelf life of our food. So if we choose improper dose of that chemical, they also make us our food unsafe, and the final result risk will be the illness like food poisoning or maybe chronic foodborne disease. And the third unwanted thing is microorganisms, pathogenic microbes. uh, they are the unwanted thing. If they come into our food becomes unsafe, like pathogenic bacteria, spoiler bacteria, viruses, fungus, etc. If maybe any parasites, if they come into our food becomes unsafe, and majorly they cause illness. And the illness most caused by the microorganism is food poisoning, and the second major food illness is the food poisoning caused by the microorganisms. Now, we will in next video, inshallah, we will discuss one by one what are the physical objects from where they can come into our food, how we have to control them to make our food safe, and what are the chemicals from where they comes, and how we can control them to make our food safe for our health, and what are the microorganisms and from where they comes, how they multiply and making our food unsafe, and how we can control them to make our food safe for our health, for our consumption, to live a good life, how we can save our food from physical, chemical, and microbial contamination. Inshallah, we will learn in next video. Thanks for watching, and like it and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Press subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notification by hitting the bell icon. And thanks for watching.